Hello to all traders and welcome back to the market review brought to you by Orbex. So it seems that the US-China trade talks that took place in London yesterday have spurred on a few stocks, and if it goes well, the analysts are already talking about the S&P and the Nasdaq hitting record levels once again. So the S&P is only 2% off its February top, which was the last record high that we saw. And if that keeps on moving higher, then we could obviously see a break at that particular area. So where are we looking at now? As I said, we're just waiting to see if these trade talks will be more ongoing, if they're going to be a lot more beneficial for stocks and obviously the indices especially. So let's get right into the charts on the S&P. S&P and the Nasdaq are pretty much like for like, doing this dramatic V-shaped recovery, really buoyant at the moment. If we just mark out, as I said, this February top, roughly in the mid 6100 area. We're just cracking the 6000 psychological area at the moment. This was a very big area, very big level for a lot of economists, because you know the big psychological hurdle is 6000 before we can move up another 100 to 200 points to the upside. And obviously, with the RSI having a slight bearish divergence, we could see a little bit more of a downward spiral in price action, but the odds are that it does remain bullish still. As you can see here, not really too much of a move. We had this runaway break here before, a slight downturn, but now very progressive in its nature. And as I said, with these China American trade talks, really progressive. You know, if we look back 3 or 4 months ago, where Donald Trump was threatening to slap over 100% tariffs on China, and now it's come down a lot, and now there might not even be that many dramatic trade tariffs, and this big trade war that's been going on since Donald Trump took office, it could be settling down. So as I said, S&P like for like with the Nasdaq, it's really just basically making this V-shaped recovery, hopefully to the next peak. The only main indice that's not really as progressive is the Dow, but obviously the Nasdaq and the S&P make up a lot more companies than the Dow. So we're just waiting to see now if price action is going to start moving higher. As you can see here, hitting this double top not so long ago, and now progressively moving higher. So the thing is, it is still progressive. The Dow is just waiting to see if it's going to hit more record levels and more peaks as well. So with stocks really looking for a more bullish scenario for the rest of the year, and America avoiding a recession, it's just basically now what are the Fed going to do? Is there going to be talks of a rate cut, more rate hikes, or a hold? We'll have to obviously wait and see, but as always, we'll bring you all the latest in the fundamentals and technicals as they come. So stick with us, stay ahead, trade responsibly, and we'll speak again next time around. Bye for now.